Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV with the Rude Man, and we had a little bit of trouble in the last episode. This little booger over here got his face smashed in by by Thancred, and now we have to go talk to Thancred. So let's go see if we can find him. He should be just down here. I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. He was becoming hysterical. Of course he was. I wanted to do it. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself you had no choice. But the past is the past, and not to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this. I know this. But he... Thancred has lost all patience with Lord Emmanuelin. I have no desire to wait for the lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have important matters to attend to in Ishgard. Well, there you go. Heading back to Ishgard, I guess. I don't think there's any way that it can be warmer in Ishgard, but it sure feels like it might be. That place is just cold. I wonder if we have any. Nope. Don't have any job quests available at the moment. Where are we going? The tavern. We spend a lot of time in the tavern here. You're expected, sir. Pray, proceed. Uh-oh. There's Daddy. Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you, Roland. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. 'Tis rumored that my youngest lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? Well, you see, it was like this. I see. So that is the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He's furthered the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace which we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that, too, to be taken away. It is any wonder that they were left bereft? For what was this sacrifice? Have we naught to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We're warriors, Lord Edmont, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it, we We must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorifying in their excesses. Difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spur other delusioned souls to retrace them. But as you say, we dare not revel in our glories either, for they are tainted, all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, but lies though they were, they did long serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet we're not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Erosian Alliance for joint military exercises. To strengthen the ties between our nation and test our readiness to meet with a common threat, I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. A fight? Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies, a unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nations' finest. Hosted by Ishgard in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are strong and united as ever. Great. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true. But if we should be defeated, though even to hold our own against the cream of three nations might be presented as a triumph. There's only one way to do that. Very well, you may count on my support for what little it is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son Emmanuelin take part in the grand melee. By his deeds has he brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor. As you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Roland, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he has not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. So I get to play daddy now, too. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't smack him. So let's set the table here. We're gonna... They are gonna invite the cream of the crop of warriors from Ul'dah, Limsa Laminsi, and oh God, what's the other place? I want to say Granola, Gridania. So and pit them against Ishgardian knights, and hopefully win. There's only one solution to that, and that's for me to fight for Ishgard instead of Ul'dah or Gridania, where I'm from. Or Limsa Laminsa. I'm going to have to fight for Ishgard because that's our only chance of winning. Right? Not to brag or anything. So that's their solution, a grand melee to unite the people. And what part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You, whom they have taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come to so heavily rely. And will you oblige them when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? We've come this far, have we not? It is getting to be a bit much, isn't it? I mean, that's what I want to say. But I hate to be negative. So let's just say we've come this far, have we not? Which is true. We still have to think of, you know, what we're doing with the dragons and finding peace. Me drawing back at this point isn't going to get the job done. So, as he says, we have come this far, have we not? Well, when you put it like that, I suppose it would be a shame not to see it through to the better end. So for this grand melee of his, Sir Emmerich wishes to field a force comprising both his temple knights and Hilda's watch, yes? I can only imagine what she will say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go see for myself. Yeah, see, Hilda, I mean, she rules the underground, right? And she's been against the knights the whole time because they consider her beneath them. And so she fights just for recognition. And now they want her to fight alongside of them? I mean, you know, it's asking a bit much if you ask me. She'll do it because she's patriotic, but... Oh, pardon me while I jump on your table. How wooed. Well met, Roland. Have you spoken with Sir Emmerich? Yeah, you're not going to believe what he wants to do. I was aware of the Alliance's request, so Sir Emmerich would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It's not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not once given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. She's in love, though. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch, you better talk to Hilda. Did he now? How considerate of Master Thancred to seek out our young watch commander of his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable. All right, so she's being practical. Thancred's being silly. Thancred sees them all just as pretty women, and that he needs to throw his charm at. I know I'm being a little unfair, but it's true. That's how that's how he got Menphilia's dad killed. He was flirting with women when the monster got loose. Had he been on the ball, he would have been able to stop it before it killed anybody. I think he even alludes to that when he talks about it. Okay, so we're heading to the broom. Hey, Missy. Thancred's been telling me about the Sir Emmerich's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join in. It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing, 'cause he ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Well, well. Seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guests. Can't say I disagree with her choices, though. She's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon it'd inspire the lads if you were. Might take their minds off getting their hides tanned and all. Think about it, eh? I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you? I thought not. On the assumption that he's not to be found in his father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. I will search Foundation and you the pillars. Okay. I guess we're heading to the pillars. I suppose the first place to start would be the marketplace. That seems to be where he picks up women, or tries to. They don't agree much with him. I think I went the wrong way. Did I go the wrong way? I did. All right, we're going the jewel closure. There he is. His usual spot. Watching all the girls go by. I carried Honorant to the manor. I'm not saying his name right. I carried Onawa. I think that's how he pronounced it, or something similar to that. I carried Hanawa to the manor. Our best surgeons are tending to him as we speak. He has yet to wake, but surely he will. I don't think he was hurt that bad. So Father has volunteered me for the grand melee of theirs. Oh, my beloved family, always making my decisions for me. They kind of have to, because you don't have a very good record of making good decisions. Oh, look, I'm ready to smack him again. No, it's not like that. It's just, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You're free to be the man you want to be, whereas I am son of House Fortemps. Don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that is the way of it. Until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose, for a place. Okay, look it, buddy. You had a bastard brother who had everything against him, and he was able to hold his head high and become a knight and all that kind of stuff. All you do is stand around looking for girls. Right or wrong, that was the way of it. Until the old order began to crumble. Oh, I said that already. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their cause. But not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. I suppose I had convinced myself I was above it, until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw Oneron, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame. But in the end, there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to see Sir Emmerich, and I will make my own decision. Maybe Emmerich could give you a swat. I certainly still want to. The Lord Commander is not to be disturbed. May I ask what matters demands his personal attention? I see. Very well, you may enter. I can't believe you even questioned me. Uh-oh, Daddy's here. You better behave. Little snot.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty? when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians?
You just grab your bootstraps and do it.
Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
He just doesn't see it, does he? Emmerich himself is a bastard child. So he had everything against him the whole time he's, come up through the ranks.
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers.
Right, that's true. Again, those original knights did what they did for power, and then hid it for all these years, while the rest of the people suffered, from the dragons.
If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion.
Because he wanted the power for himself.
He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Amanalain de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
There you go. Keep control, boy.
The esteemed Sir Emmerich leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Well, actually, you could. You could ask me to join in.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
Isn't that what I just said? Well, he said it nicer.
An adventurer beholden to none, who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side.
You're gonna make me cry.
I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time?
Well, as I said to Thancred, we're in for a penny, in for a pound. There's no point in backing out now. Now you see why I took his glasses off. Everything he says comes from his eyes and his expressions.
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
There you go. Keep it up. Now I have to win. Do I get a new pair of clothes? God's help me. I think it might be love. Who are you talking about? What? What's he saying? I dare say it might be cheating too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. And did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? 'Twas a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotions. Still, his honesty does him credit. For a moment, I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause, but that would be improper. This is their fight, and yours, but not mine. Most of the time, I don't take any of this, but these are cool. These claws. These are for a monk, and it's like wielding fire in your claws, man. It's pretty cool. We'll take that. A spectacle for the ages. The grand melee is poised to begin, and Lucia would not be late. Sir Emmerich informs me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The grand melee will be held here, in the shadow of the gates of judgment, and in sight of the capital. An announcement has been made, and Allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of Ishgard are upon us, Roland. We must not fail. A rare opportunity to see you pit yourself against Allied forces outside of Chartno, perhaps. I would not miss this for the world. Well, there is something about this because we've got all the nations that are going to come full of spectators. And normally when we fight, we're fighting primals, you know, in private. The people just know what I've done. They don't know how I've done it. So it might be interesting for everybody to see me in my glory. This sounds weird. I'm just an old man playing a game on the computer. No, I get into the story, man. I get into my characters. When bad things happen to them, it really upsets me. I do the same thing with the books I read. These games that have characters like this, they become special to me. They become family. You know, it really, I really get into it. Speak with him. I don't dress up. If I'm playing an elf, you won't see me with pointed ears. But I kind of get into the story. Okay, we're going to the gates of judgment. And I think if I remember right, I get a special outfit that makes me look like an Ishgardian. Why do I have to talk to this schnot? There he is. I say, when you didn't appear, I began to question. Nothing. Never mind. To think that we are mere moments away from facing the cream of Erosia's soldiery in battle. That I am mere... but what if... Oh, what am I saying? I have to stop imagining the worst. I must think of the victory and the glory of the stories I will tell Onoro when he is awake. All right, here we go. Get ready. Let me get some view here. I'm ready, old boy. Are you? He bugs me when he says that. And if you're playing a female, it's old girl. Little snot. By the Fury, how could I forget? Father bid me to present this to you. I know it's sudden, but we believe the men who would find it inspiring if you bore the colors of House Fortemps in battle. Pray, do us this honor. During the grand melee, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Okay, so they're just going to glamour what I'm wearing. I've often wondered why I didn't get to keep the outfit. Because it isn't an outfit, it's just a glamour. That makes sense. That's the first time I even actually read that. I have to admit, I've played this game so many times that I don't read any of the narrative anymore. I just click through it. To my detriment. Unless it's something that I really enjoyed, and then I'll live it out. There I am, all dressed up. Hilda didn't have to wear it. How come Hilda didn't have to wear it?
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
I'm surprised they had an outfit that fit me. I'm pretty small. The Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which an allied company of Ul'dah, Gridania, and Limsa forces will be pitted against company of Ishgardian forces. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing company will be awarded tactical points. Ow! Oh, God, did I scare you? The first company to attain the designated tactical rating of 100 points is declared the victor. Okay, so these people are tethered to their... During the Grand Melee, officiants may mark certain combatants with Fury's Gaze, which will be indicated by an ethereal tether linking them to their company's flag. While defeating most combatants will award your company 1 tactical point, defeating marked combatants will award your company 10 tactical points. Okay, so that's my job, is to take these guys on. Marked combatants also possess enhanced attributes, rendering them more powerful and more difficult to defeat. So I've got 2 jobs. I'll explain in a second. Defending and defeating these combatants is the key victory. Okay, there's the second part. Defending and defeating. So my job is to defeat the enemy's tethered person. And when it's us that's tethered, I'm to defend that person as long as I can. They're going to be overwhelmed, so I can't do it for, long periods of time, but I can help them go longer than they would have normally. Okay, so those are my 2 duties.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard.
Huzzah! Oh my God, there's Rhubarb. I always called him Rhubarb. There's Rhubarb. Oh God, all the leaders are up there just looking down at us. What's she standing on? A ladder. Sweet.
All is ready then. Very well. Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
What'd you say? I get to fight with Lucia. She's the badass in this group. All right, here we go. Okay, there's the first tether. Let's go after this one. baby, drill. Oh, I have to take out Pippin? No. Pippin's my friend. There's my little robot, my little drone. When I get stronger, he becomes a robot. Oh, they're on. Is that Lucia? Oh, I gotta protect Lucia. Lucia's down. I did my best. I'm trying to find the one that's got the... I think I got him. Lost count, but I should have. Oh, okay, it's me now. Me and Raban. Oh, dang it! I didn't even get a hit in. Okay, so they're all down. It's just me and Raban now. Oh, what is this? We got a late entry. Cyclops, everyone on your guard. Well, he's only got one eye. Run behind him. All forces fall back. Why? You got every strong thing. What? You got every warrior in the whole world here. Tancred, you go, boy. Show them what you can do. Good job. You guys got a glass jaw. Continue the melee. I will deal with him. Hope he can outrun him. Daft sod. You heard the man. Back to it. All forces form a line on Roland now. And Raban has wanted this for a long time to face up against me. The Raging Bull. He's making it personal. Lieutenant, I will not lie. I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? Damn it all. Just think what he could do with 2 arms. I'm not afeared. Oh, that's not fair. I don't have a neat one. I don't have a neat helmet like that. All right, here we go. Take a deep breath. My best shot first. He's bigger than I am. I gotta keep my distance. Whoa, whoa. Bring my little droid out. I gotta pay attention. He's already got a couple licks in he shouldn't have got. Because I was dinking around. Ow. Here, one more. I got it. Okay. Come on, get him with the drill. Hit him with the drill. I just dropped a bomb on him. He's almost down. Yeah, my bomb took him out. Okay, you asked for it. You got it.
Did he win? Then we...
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard!
Well, victory was mine.
Well fought, my friend. You truly are the warrior of warriors.
Thank the Fury you were on our side.
What can I say?
Oh My lungs are burning, and I can barely stand.
Take a deep breath, buddy.
I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond.
Tell the rest of them.
The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
There you go. Now you know how Emmerich does it. Man, what a beautiful day. Blue skies, no clouds. No snow. Lots of ice.
A truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
Yeah, in other words, yeah, we let you do it this time. We want our hero back.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld.
So, in a way, though, there's nothing wrong with what just happened, because I have always fought for the Alliance, and now Ishgard is back in the Alliance. They used to be 1,000 years ago, but they dropped out and shut themselves off. But they're part of the Alliance now. If you remember the end of Heaven's Ward, they all put their weapons together, all four of the leaders. Or, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, well, she's not. The four leaders there. I'm pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is still being upheld.
When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Raubarn. On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people.
She's still struggling with that.
Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
I can't remember, but I think she's younger than Alphino and his sister. She's just a child.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way. Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them.
That's what I was thinking. Doc, it hurts when I do this. He's okay.
Tis but a scratch, I assure you, and I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns.
True. He's still suffering from that
Make
trip.
that 2 dozen. Still,
2 dozen.
as your stola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on, one at a time. One day at a time. As Minfilia would have done.
Yeah. Sucks. It sucks. One of these days, I'll have to show you all the characters I've got. They're mostly ones that, like Minfilia, she's gone. She can't fight on. Hoshfont, he's gone. Moonbrita, she's gone. So I made characters of Moonbrita and them. I don't have Hoshfont. I've got one open character that I could change if I choose to. I chose to put in Urianger instead of Haurchefant. But it would be easy to finish that off. It kind of, you know, they're gone in the game, and it kind of lets me continue them on, you know, by playing a cosplay of the character. Thal's balls. I'd forgotten what it is like to feel so alive. Not since leaving the Blood Sands have I had the privilege. Not since the Bull of Alamigo hung up his swords. Back then, the outcome might have been different, but I do not begrudge you your victory. I know how far you have come, how much you have endured. Our fight only confirmed it. We shall have to do this again one day, when time allows. I shall look forward to it. Now, go. Go to the Ishgardians and celebrate your victory. You have earned it. Come, Pippin. Her Grace is expecting us. Lead on, Father. Alrighty, well, we have to go talk to Thancred, but I'm kind of, that took me right up past my time. So I think I'm going to end the episode here, and we'll carry on in the next one. I hope you had fun. I hope you join me in the next one. In the meantime, take care of yourselves and take care of your families, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta.